Good morning, you lovely lot. It is Sunday morning. I have had a lazy morning. It's actually very nearly afternoon. I have made a start on a bit of housework as well. I've been editing videos, so my next two videos are sorted for tonight and tomorrow. Then I've done a bit of dusting in the bedroom, we're washing the bedding, just generally having a bit of a tidy up. There is a job I need to do today though, which is rip up the flooring in this bathroom, remove the bath panel, and then I need to clean in here. We are having the bathroom flooring put down and repairs to the floor done and a new light put up here and a socket being fixed down in the kitchen where the tumble dryer wasn't working, and for whatever reason the whole socket blew in the week last week and cracked the socket. So the tumble dryer is fine, that's been checked, it's had a new plug put on it, but the socket needs replacing and checking, so we've got the guy coming to do everything. So he's coming at some point next week, he said, so I need to get all of this ripped up and I do need to clean the bathroom. I'm going for a walk this afternoon. Jasper's coming over for a few hours as well, so he's going to come for a walk with us. I'm going with my friend and I'm going with Llewellyn, so it'll be nice to see them again. And generally pottering around and getting various bits and bobs done. And the sun is already at like 22 degrees out there. It's going to be a hot week apparently, according to the Met Office. Let's make a start, shall we? Actually, let's remove the bath panel. Let's get rid of that. I will not be sad to see the end of this thing. It's all cracked and rubbishy, and it's been like that for the last 20 odd years. No, what is it? 19 years we've been here, isn't it? 19 years that's been like that. Like that when we moved in. I wonder if I can tighten. That'll be a job for the buildery guy.
When are we getting that? When are we getting it put down?
Some point this week. It's leaking at the back of the toilet. When it shifts slightly, the water.
You're going to tighten the toilet?
Well, he's got to remove the toilet, so yes, he will. He's got to remove it to fit the lino under it. He's got to remove this to put the lino under that. You'll sort it all out.
Cool.
Right, I'll get on with this. Can I have a black bin bag, please, love?
Oh, yeah. Smells weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's glue and damp and stuff. Lee's going in now because I am not really strong enough to deal with that. That's been very well laid. That's the flooring that actually came with the bathroom. It's been down since the house was built, which is 30 years now, something like that.
Yeah.
Right, chisel approach wasn't working, but crowbar approach seems to be. Well, until I can't get under it anymore. So I'm glad I had a lay-in today, because I can see this is going to be an ongoing job for the day. What has? Okay, if it's shrunk in the wash, we'll move them.
I often find like big animals because I often, you see those, you know, stag beetles. I sometimes find stag beetles under big logs.
Oh, stag beetles are amazing.
8 of them once.
We found so many beetles in the Forest of Dean.
Did you?
Like
Some places are just
everywhere.
better than others, aren't they?
Hundreds of beetles and like big beetles. They
Big,
weren't,
decent
tiny.
sized ones.
Black dung.
Dung beetles, rolling balls of dung. Oh, yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it is a little bit like a horn, isn't it? Maybe a narwhal. Oh, am I stuck with it now?
Each one has a different story, so if you put it on a different number, it tells
So you
you
can
a different one.
Different stories on different days?
No, different
So, like,
numbers.
yeah,
like,
so-
number 1 is this sculpture, number
So
2
each time you walk it, you could do a different story. So you just follow the story. Bats do see in the dark. So I'm going to have that one. That one.
No, they're not very nice.
Are they not?
No.
They are a bit sour, aren't they?
one I had was very. They were
That way?
They were so black and big, but they were so hard.
Okay. The talking sculpture trail goes in a loop that way, doesn't it?
Or does it?
Yeah.
So we want to go that way.
I think we want to go that way to go down to the ridgeway, I believe.
Come on then, monkey back.
Today did not go quite to plan. Jackie turned up spontaneously with her other half, Andy, because they'd popped to IKEA and had picked something up for me and were passing. So, quiet, Link. Shh. He's in his cage, which he's not happy about, but it's because he's just had his dinner. And this is part of his training, of crate training, which he's still not getting. Quiet. So yeah, they popped in. They stayed for a cup of tea, and then as they were leaving, my parents came over to drop Jasper off because we've been time sharing Jasper, my nephew. They had him this morning and I had him this afternoon. So they stayed for a cup of tea, and so that was the end of ripping up the flooring. I did make a good start on it, but it was hard going, so it was very slow. And then Lee took over, and I've been told it's finished. I've not been up there, but I've been told it's finished. But it's like a giant fly paper trap, but for humans. You get stuck to the glue that is still, tacky. But that will be sorted. The whole thing will be done at some point this week, so it's worth it for the hassle. Of having a few days of sticky feet. I'm hot. We've just done a 6k walk with the dogs, Jasper, my friend Lorraine and her son Llewellyn, who will remember from my childminding days. We all went and took the dogs up onto the Chiltern Hills, did a big loop of 6k up. Well, you go down the hill, you've got to go back up the hill, haven't you? So we went all the way down the Chiltern Hills and then all the way back up the Chiltern Hills. So I'm very hot and sticky and ready for a shower. Then I've been emptying the fridge because tomorrow is bin day, and so you've got to get rid of old food that's no good or it's out of date or what have you. And then I'm thinking, what am I going to eat for dinner? And I've decided, I think I'm going to go and have a shower now and then come down and make myself some egg on toast. And I'll be good, and I'll have gluten-free toast. So I'm going to have egg on toast for my dinner. And it's not highly nutritious, but that's what I fancy. I've had my shower, I feel much fresher. Lee wants the nice sourdough that I bought him for his toast, so I'm going to do him that toast. And we're going to do some fried eggs as well, so I'm just heating the pan up. Not turned out too badly, has it?
No, it's diet food.
It's not diet food, but you can eat it. You on a diet, are you? No. This is how the bathroom floor is looking. There are going to be some lumps, I think, that need replacing because it was hard work getting that floor up. I don't know if it's just worth completely replacing all of that panelling. What are your thoughts on that? As you can see, look, there's lots of bits now that have been damaged as we've ripped it up. It's ripped stuff away. And these boards go down and under there, and I think they're just hammered on. And then this is the bit of flooring. It has actually gone into the floorboard. I don't know what you can do about that. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, it feels like it's still quite sturdy, but I don't know. There you go. That is the floor as it stands. This is the flooring. Lee's worked really hard while I've been out walking the dogs. It's literally like a human fly trap. So I think that he's going to have to replace all of the boarding, because the minute we put the lino down, all of these are going to show up. And it's just, I mean, the lino's only thin. It wasn't really expensive. And then this is a bit of damaged floor here. So I think the best thing for him to do is probably rip up all of the boarding and completely reboard the whole area, which obviously is going to cost us a little bit more. But if you're going to do a job, you may as well do the job properly. The other thing I'm going to do is order an under sink unit to look nice. The toilet's going to be lifted, the pedestal's going to be lifted, the lino's going to go all the way down underneath and everything put on top, so it's going to be done properly so there'll be no leaks. New bath panel will go on there. I'm going to paint all of the ceiling over, well, I'm going to do that tomorrow, paint all of the ceiling And then we're going to have a new decent light put up there. And hopefully the bathroom will just look a little bit better than it has been. It's been looking very tired. And then we're going to have to tackle the stairs carpet because it's all ripping, as you can see down there. It's all ripping on the stairs. These are what I'm putting down on the floor just to make it a little bit more bearable for us to stand on. And I'm really hoping the dogs don't decide to wee on those whilst they're down.
Amount of different sizes. Some are good, some are bad. This one's close to it.
Link,
Then I found
is that
a couple
nice?
In the little box there of rivets that
You're right there.
don't have the actual rivet on. It's just the shank of the rivet, the disposable part.
Hello Joseph, I hope that you've had a fantastic time with Pippa this afternoon. So I have just received a present on my return home from spending the day out of a sauce. And I have been reliably informed by Pippa that I need to feel myself tasting it. So without further ado, I'm going to give it a go. Wow, that is very, very strong smelling. Okay. Proof. I don't quite know what to say. I can't quite work out what it is, but thank you ever so much. That's incredibly kind for you. And I'm really intrigued as well by Joseph's shark sauces. So are you going into business making sauces? Anyway, I hope that you're well and have a lovely rest of your weekend. So Ozzy is going to have a little taste as well. You're going to stick your finger in it and put a little bit of the sauce on the end of your finger. Yeah, and then onto the tip of your tongue.
No.
You're not quite so keen?
No. Look, thanks. Okay, like it. Joseph.
Okay, thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.